Hello, happy Sunday, guys. Hopefully, everybody having a good weekend. I was not able to get the recap out on Friday. I was traveling. Today, I'm going back, so I will be back to work fully tomorrow. So let's recap Friday, guys. So Friday was really a big day for us, huge day, especially in ROKU. Those who follow me on Twitter, even and or those who are in community, Roku was really like a multi-bagger, because of a defined setup that I will explain, and of course the earnings and the daily setup. Before I go talk about the daily intraday setup that we had on Friday, let's see why was Roku my swing back in 60s, right? So let's see, let's look at it. So on July 10th, I was saying Roku is showing signs of life ahead of August earnings. Of course, my earning date was wrong. This was, a day before August. So, anyways, so the risk was 60s, the entry was 65s, and uh, there are other charts as well on my feed, but I'm just going to show the overall move. Of course, the big move was for our push to here in 70s before the earning, where we took all the profit and we were out of it because of this pattern, right? So this pattern was is how is making higher lows here on the weekly chart. That's why I was interested in the swing. And if anybody took their swing, we already took profits here in 80s, but of course I always close before the earnings, and we got back in after earnings, and this was a very profitable repeatable setup that I teach again and again, right? So right here it's in front of you, before and after. So very glad my followers were able to make good one on this. At the same time they were able to learn why this setup worked. Okay, let's go back to the day trade now, so you understand how the swing was a winner. Let's go back to the day trade. So talking about the day trade, so Friday morning, our watch list, Roku was number one, right, as you see. And by the way, my community, um, the alerts and everything, and the discussions wipes out every day. So I just took some, went to the archives and took it out to show you guys. So, anyways, so Roku was our top pick. Then we had Tesla, then Microsoft, ENPH, First Solar, Meta, Netflix, and the Chinese names. Google, Intel were also on the watch list, but we keep all the stickers on the watch list because we don't know which one will give us a setup, and then we let the setup show us that it's what it's going to do, and then we attack those. So this is the morning routine. Of course, I'm going to do better routine videos later, and I'm also going to go live pre-market in coming days, coming weeks, every day, especially for the people in our community, to talk about all the plan for the day. What is our watch list? What are we going to long? What are we going to short? How are we going to long? Where are we going to long? And where are we going to short? So there's a lot of in plans. So hopefully I will get it done soon. Going back to that, so we were looking at what SPY was doing, my usual daily SPY routine charts, SPY, QQQ, Microsoft, Tesla. They were all on there, and it was this is regular charts, right? I have these on live stream every day. I draw my levels. Everybody's looking at that, and Baidu. I already talked about Baidu from 150 a few days back, and because I love the Baidu setup. So I love the Baidu setup. That's why I had my price alerts on it, right? So 150 I posted if it last Thursday, I think, and it was nicely moving. So I had my price alerts going around. Doesn't mean that all the price alerts we take the trades again. If a price alert hits, we look at the chart, we see what's going on, and then we make a position accordingly. So I just see my Roku alert was going right away. Why? Because this was big levels right here. This was the level, and this was the level. So Roku broke this, and then there was a daily breakout level here. And not only this, when Roku was breaking out, and our option flow, which is on all day, our option flow, you know is available to everybody in community free of cost. It's running on the scanners all day, multiple option flows that I encourage everyone to watch. Right away, big option calls were coming in, 90 call, 79 call, 80, 86, right? So I'm more interested in these opening big bets, right? If I take the filter off, you will see the whole morning was majority calls, right? Look at it. Call flow was 62%. It was all call. And the put flow was just 0.60. Oh, sorry, 37%. So mostly it was bullish flow. So when I saw this big coming in, I became more confident for my Roku idea, and right away I was alerted in the community. I even posted on Twitter about my Roku setup. So let's see what happened next. Okay, so yeah, so that's why I was saying keep eyes on flow, because there was a flow coming in. Then Roku was very strong, 78, 80 were our key levels. We were watching the pullback, and at the same time I was talking about QQQ. QQQ, I'm not gonna say something much here because it's the same setup. Getting over the resistance, holding the gap, long all day into the resistance. As usual, I guided everyone, and these were like very easy setup, risk reward trades. Held the gap, repeatable setup. They were good winners for us that day. So right, so you see my price alerts are going in. So we have put a lot in our community for all these automations, which we are going to improve as we go. So that was good. So QQQ was, you see, crossing this pivot, that pivot, QQQ was good. So my explanation on QQ was there on my live stream. And then Google, Microsoft were also recovering right here, right? But my focus was Roku. My whole focus was Roku. So Roku, what was the setup, right? This is the setup. Hold long, nice move, hold long, because when it's a big breakout, you have to hold. When it's about to break out and people take few scalps, that's not the way. That's not how you grow your small account into consistent big growth. So when we have this breakout, this is the time to add or hold to your starters. I always get a question how to play a breakout. Always have a small risk defined before the breakout, tiny size, and if it starts working, add into the breakout. If I'm at, let's say my risk is $1,000, right? So if I add just 500 shares here, risking $500, and then when it's breaking out, I add more. I add 500 more. My average becomes more, but then I'm already profitable. My position becomes stronger. So you can always chase as long as you know your risk. Add 1/3, add 1/4. You don't have to go the full size. I get the question every time, oh, we missed the move, we didn't add the stock, kept going. Then just add 1/5 to your position. Let it ride. If you're not able to build a full position. So there's no excuses of missing a move, because of course you can't go full size chasing because it's going to pull back and then you're going to panic and stop out. So add 1/4, 1/5. Be the part of the momentum, because even if it doesn't work, it fails, you lose very small amount. Because I have explained again and again on the position sizing, further you are from the risk, smaller the size. Further from the risk, smaller the size. So even if you had 1/3, 1/4 size on Roku, where your risk is like $2 here, because you didn't size 1,000 shares, maybe you sized 300 shares, even then you made good because you risked $2 and you made $3. So that is the concept you have to analyze and implement so that you don't miss these big runners. All right, so Spike QQQ were looking good. Microsoft guidance was working out good, right? So Baidu was good. So here's Roku. I logged some in the 10 a.m. trend. I had shares, I had options, 78 calls, 80 calls, and then as long as the trend holds, will hold 83, 85, my next target mentioned there. Okay, So, okay, so parallelly, we were talking about Google because our price alerts were going down. So Google, we had this. Google, we had this 133 breakout from prior day. This one, it was pain again. Even though we had a setup here where 3450 EMF was reclaimed, and it was good push. Market was good. SPY was good. You could take a small position, stops here, and let it work. But we were waiting for the big 133 breakout, which finally came, did not give us much, right? It was failing, little scalp win, nothing major before the EMS turned, but we were, we were doing good there already. So, okay, Tesla was great guidance in the room all day by Suri. So that was really did good in the Tesla reversal. I missed it because but I was doing so good in Roku. I had no I was that's fine for me, right? So Tesla clean move over this level right here. I think I drew some levels and I had some price alerts right about here. Yep, here you see that this is the gap. This was the gap. It was holding, breaking out the pre-market levels. Repeatable setup. Risk, reward. Targets. Ride the trend. Take off 10 a.m. Add in the pullback. Retest. This is the retest, guys. This is the retest. Whole day. Next leg up. So Tesla, nice reversal, held the gap. EMA Clouds, good calls on the trading floor. Roku, we talked about we had our swing before earnings. So yeah, the only stock that didn't kind of work for me was Baba because I was trying to make like a solid position on Baba initially, but I tried to take a position at 100 and then it went to 101 because 100 was the breakout which I wanted to add, but it went to 101 and then it pulled back to 100. Oh, where did it pull back? Let's see. So yeah, so this was my plan to have a position at 100, but and it moved to 101 and I was wanted to build a position, but I did not have my retest price alerts here. I never had a retest price alert so that I can build a position at 100 and then it's at 101. It's like a nice $1 move because 100 test was important. I said watch all 100 pullbacks. 100 is key pivot. I clearly mentioned it's a pullback. Holds 100, sees higher, right? Baba holds 100, sees higher. So that's what happened. Pulled back, 100 as a magnet, held 100, sees higher. Easy trade versus 100 concept that I teach again and again and again. Right. So yeah. And BA was working from the overnights. We took profit yesterday here, and some of you are still in. I gave the profit of 240. We met the 240 there. Google was struggling at 130, just like I mentioned a bit earlier. So you have to watch and see how the stock is doing when you especially do intraday trading. So Roku was moving towards our target. We start log Roku at 78. Meta price alert hit three reclaiming bullish pivots at 323. So 323 it hit, it went 325. Good scalp here. Not my personal trade, but I put all those levels and alerts for everybody in the community. This was the BA flag, QQQ. We already talked about how it was an all-day winner. Okay, so Roku, all-day guidance. We logged some there. We scale on the pullbacks, and then we add more. So already, okay, let's see. SPY was working good. Yeah, Google tried to break out and did not. So 86 was target on Roku. All day, I mean, I can't be more clear than this. The targets, guys, how do I draw the targets? I draw the targets on my daily charts. I know what my daily chart levels are. See, I already had it drawn right here. So that it's not hard. It's easy. You just need to see where is the confluence of supports and resistance. Right? There are many ways you can do it. You know, if this Fibonacci, or maybe I think I earlier had some bit Fibonacci here, sometimes I do use Fibonacci, but in this one I did not. But 86 level was clear. That's how my target was on 86, right? So Google I was holding long because I really thought we get more. All right, Roku 86 target, locked more Roku. Tesla guidance on the floor, already talked about it. Let's see, Microsoft, yes, Microsoft guidance on this range break here. I was on the live stream. So Microsoft target was 340 and 341, but we could not get over 340, but swinging it's fine. So option flow. So QQQ, earlier I mentioned that that's where you take the profit, and so what happened was right after it tanked, so that's why I was saying our profiting was timed nicely. Why? Because I could see the rejections here at this level. That's why I had a price alert here. What was it? Yesterday's highs. Guys, important concept. Learn it, right? So you know where to take the profits. Right. So then we had a nice midday trade on ENPH. This was the setup. You will see here, posted the ENPH 3450 or 150 cycle level. So so this was the breakout. Nice push, took the profit here on 54. If somebody left it right, there should still be profitable. We can watch to Monday to pull back and see if it holds for continuation into the gap, right? So Google, my warnings, not really doing what we want, so took some off, right? So what I am explaining here, I make sure I tell everyone what we're doing. So Google was not doing some, so we took it off. So yeah, and this one was good. Arjun spec play from the biotech experts, mentioned yesterday on Twitter. Just crazy, such a good data. I think I also mentioned, I did mention the 21 breakout on Arjun. I did mention 21 breakout on Arjun, on Twitter as well. So my followers should have followed that as well. So that was good. Nice little breakout. It has room for more. These are the pullbacks levels. All right. So ENPH. Here was my before and after. Beautiful trade, ENPH. Explaining all that. So let's talk about a couple of, let's see, finish the trades and then we'll talk about the swings. Okay. Yeah, this was the Tesla guidance all day. Okay, so let's talk about a few of the big swing winners. So Roku, you already showed you. SPHR, here you go. The original idea, chart idea on July 9th. Beautiful move, beautiful move. Reasoning, I explained the reasoning. Chart was nice and had the catalyst. So right, it is a setup. So I had my setup defined, not a random pick. Reversal over the key resistance, hype, catalyst, everything there. Fibonacci levels, you see 37 and boom, 43, meeting all our targets. Just beautiful, guys. Another spring winner. And if you have been watching my videos, this was there. I just shared the thoughts and ideas. You have to do your execution and plan what you want to do. So anyways, guys, another big winner was NEO. I talked about it in almost all my videos every day, that NEO versus 10 is fine. People were panicking when it was pulling back to 10. I said hold it, our stops are under 10, right? No, there is no blind conviction, right? I wouldn't say hold it because because I think it's crazy stock and I think there's nothing better than that in the world. When I say there's a reasoning, because the reasoning is either technical, mostly technical, because my system tells me that you should hold, and we held, right? We want to see 10 pullbacks hold, okay, and 10 pullbacks held, and then was 11, then 1330 was the best next target, right, met. So we took some off there, let rest ride, and then guess what, 40% swing trade, big winner, right here, guys. So you see, these are the things I want everyone to learn. It's not hard. As long as you listen to my video, the four pillars of investing and trading, and then you can work on each pillar. What I mostly try to show you every time is the system, the setups, and of course I talk about the risk and the goals separately as well. But this is what you need to focus on. Spend some screen time, give your own time, and then you'll get it. There's no shortcuts, guys. So anyways, guys, this was a recap of Friday. All the trades I explained it to you. Another profitable day. I'm very proud of the community we have built out there. And anything you need, ask me on Twitter, ask me on YouTube. Always here to help. Keep learning. Go to my website. Putting a lot of more free content there for your education. If you want a private community to trade with, you can come to our community. Very small community. It's behind the paywall. But there's a reason for that. But even if you're not there, that's fine. Just keep it. Just educate yourself. I'm always helping. I will help to get you guys to the next step. So anyways, guys, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.